Great to be here with you guys at eGain Solve in London. So high-level agenda, I'll give you just a quick introduction to my organization and some of the challenges that we were facing and how we arrived at eGain as a potential solution to that and some of the gains that we've seen so far, and then some of how we're thinking about what's next with eGain. First things first, I'll make a quick introduction to myself. Didn't realize the picture was going to be that big. I'm right here. My name is Mariana Estrada. I'm the Chief Strategy Officer at RPM. My role is primarily focused on organizational development as well as program development for programs and services that add strategic value to our management function and strategic planning and innovation. I wear a lot of hats at the organization, but the one that I'm most proud of is advocate for the thousands of hardworking associates who power our organization. About RPM, we are a full-service property management, investment, and development company. With over 200,000 units under management in the United States, we're ranked as the fourth largest property management company by the National Multifamily Housing Council. We employ over 5,000 employees who primarily work at our sites, located across 50 different markets in 27 states. Our mission is to foster people-centric work environments where associates thrive and create living experiences residents recommend to others while delivering exceptional performance that nurtures longstanding client partnerships. Our business is multifaceted and somewhat unique. We don't own any of the real estate. Rather, we provide the professional management teams who work at those communities directly with the residents of those communities. So in effect, we think of it as having three sets of customers. The first is our associates, 85% of whom work at those individual apartment communities. And I like to think of it as it's a different kind of business, right? We don't make widgets. We don't even really lease apartment homes. We provide this extraordinary set of individuals who turn the sticks and bricks of those communities into homes and bring the homes together as communities. So we also have our residents. At the end of the day, our responsibility is to create safe and happy, healthy living environments. Ours is also uniquely personal work in that our place of business happens to be where our customers live, right? Where they also work, where they raise their families, and where they're celebrating all of life's milestones. And then, of course, we have our clients, the owners of the real estate. They have their individual goals for each asset, and it's our job to bring them tangible strategies to help them execute on those goals. And we work really hard to balance our obligations across this different set of customers, particularly when it comes to facing the kind of challenges that face our organization and how we try to find wins across each of those groups. So that's a little bit about RPM. We're a fast-moving, forward-thinking organization, really focused on our people. And that focus has propelled us to a high level of growth. In fact, over the last 5 years, we've virtually doubled in size every 18 months. So that growth has created a lot of opportunity, but as you can imagine, it's also created a lot of challenges. So our path, like I said, to eGain has been a little bit different. And we really started to think about this challenge during our annual strategic planning process a couple of years ago. Now, during that process every year, we use a challenge-based strategy to identify, first, what are our organizational goals? What are the things that we want to accomplish? And then what are the things that are going to stand in our way, right? What are our challenges? And finally, what are the strategic initiatives that we're going to undertake in the following year to really address those challenges? We identified a lack of standardization as one of the primary challenges that was facing our organization. Not surprising, right? I'm sure many organizations could say the same thing. Certainly, given our geographic spread, our decentralized workforce, and at that time, quite a bit of M&A activity that was taking place. These are also different kinds of jobs. They're not just customer service, right? So in addition to working with our customers directly where they live in a 24/7 capacity, We also have financial and administrative oversight of multi-million-dollar assets. So pretty tough jobs. And while we had some solutions in place, we realized that there were gaps, that technology was not only not helping, but it was actually hindering information sharing across the organization and exacerbating the effect of some of these information silos and overall kind of lack of coordinated communication. So the impact, though, of this was not just being felt by our RPM associates. Remember those 3 sets of customers that I identified. When we do this right, our associates feel engaged and supported, and they're able to take care of our customers at the highest level. Happy customers, happy residents renew their leases, they invite their friends to come live at the same community, and we're able to deliver financial performance to our clients. But it stands to reason that the inverse is true as well. When this lack of standardization was actually also having an indirect impact on our residents and our clients. But it was having a direct impact as well. So I forgot to mention, we do also have a centralized network for support, and that's for our former residents of our communities. In the past, we only provided live agent support, so via email and telephone calls. And with over 200,000 apartment units under management, and leases lasting only about 12 months on average, you can imagine we had a lot of customers that were reaching out. Even a routine request, inquiry about the move-out process necessitated a phone call or an email, and we were definitely facing unacceptably long response times and wait times, or adding even more support resources. We knew that our customers would lean into self-serve content if we could do it right, and also that if we did, we would be able to deflect a high volume of support inquiries, leading to an overall better experience and definitely payroll savings for RPM. But we didn't yet know how to affect this change and how to identify the right solve across these challenges, preferably in one platform. But with a good description of the challenge, we identified a knowledge management system as the solution for RPM. Our assumption was that across our customer and our associate base, creating a repository for knowledge and enabling access to that knowledge, and powered by robust search, would lead to better outcomes, more effective and efficient operations, and higher satisfaction. With one source of truth, we can power consistency and efficiency in knowledge sharing and support across our RPM associates, our support teams, and our residents. For our associates, and this is really the way we started to think about it first, right? It's that single source of truth for policy and procedure, powered by robust search, and also bringing a lot more of those content repositories together via federated search. For our support agents, visibility into the customer's path to creating that support inquiry, process guidance to help them create more consistency in their responses. And for our residents, a single hub where they could go to access support and hopefully reduction in call-in ticket times. So through our process of search for the right knowledge management system and our RFP, we found eGain. We were really impressed by the platform, particularly the native capabilities around AI-powered search and content creation. The out-of-the-box integrations with Zendesk and Salesforce and SharePoint meant that we could fit the platform seamlessly into our existing architecture. And on the backside, permissions and controls to create really powerful content management going forward and governance, which we did not have. So that really brings us to today. We launched our customer web self-service portal in July of 2024 and our associate portal in November. So we're still pretty early out of the gate. Powering both is the Knowledge Hub, one repository for content for both our associates and our customers, with multiple ways that both audiences can access that content. On the customer side is the web self-service portal, so that one-stop shop for them to access self-serve content and agent support. On the associate side, we have the associate portal, which is branded for our organization as the Knowledge Network. And then we have our associate agent teams who are accessing the Knowledge Network via the advisor desktop. And that integration means they're really able to access all of the content in the platform without ever leaving the ticketing experience. So customer self-service has been live for almost a year, and our associate portal for 6-8 months, but we're already starting to see great results. Our associate teams really love the ease of navigating the platform, using search, they find really simplified, and also the ability to add feedback to continue to improve the content over time. And we're seeing that satisfaction in the engagement. So this is the associate portal. We've seen over 70% of RPM associates are regularly logging into the portal. In fact, over the last 3 months, that logins have looked like about 6 per associate per month for those who are getting in there, which we find to be quite high adoption. And as you can see, search success is hovering in the very high 90s. For our agents serving our resident customers, search and content are integrated into the ticketing experience. So as inquiries are coming in, the platform is looking to match the subject of that inquiry with content from the Knowledge Network, enabling more consistency in their responses and faster resolution time. And since the launch of our web self-service portal, despite the fact that, and you can see down here at the bottom, our unit count has jumped way up and our customer count has jumped way up, we've actually seen a reduction in the number of tickets that are being submitted to the platform. In the same time, we've also reduced our headcount by several FTEs while still maintaining our SLAs. On the customer web self-service side, we're clearly delivering content that meets their needs. As we've seen sessions and article views grow, we've also seen new tickets decline. Search success when we launched the platform was at about 68%, and at the end of last month, it was at 85%. We're also seeing good adoption for the virtual assistant, and self-service rates are hovering around 88% since launch. So the impact is being felt across the organization. This is the head of that team who deals with our former residents. And Noel will like this. She says, the KMS has been a game changer, right, for our entire staff. By creating this incredible tool, we're able to provide better support for our valued customers. Our agents find an easier workflow. That experience and that access to knowledge and process and resource without ever leaving the ticket has made them more effective and more efficient. Our L&D team in particular are huge fans of the platform, and they're already starting to see the benefits of better content management to create consistency in process and operations across our organization and really improve the speed to proficiency for our incoming teams. And finally, our operators, those really folks who are out there at the site, are pleased with the platform, in particular how intuitive it is to use and how the system continues to learn with time as we continue to use it. So the feedback has been great, and we've also identified additional opportunities to optimize and enhance the platform and continue to improve our customers' experiences. This quarter, we're really focused on bringing more of those disparate repositories of content together. And we'll be launching, or actually did recently launch, federated search through the Knowledge Network for our SharePoint site. We're also continuing to enable our support teams with additional guided help, scenarios and resources, and also being able to more effectively visualize and action our KMS data with role-based analytics dashboards. Next quarter, we're eager to extend knowledge access to even more of our associates and our customers with multilingual content translation. We're going to be bringing together our People Hub with our Knowledge Hub via an integration with UKG Pro. And we're eager to find even more opportunities to personalize that experience for our associates using the Knowledge Network via personalization and leveraging our single sign-on platform. There's definitely more that we can do on the customer side as well, though, really around creating more automation and getting smarter with the way that we use the virtual assistant or the AI agents. I think there's a good opportunity there, and also driving more personalization for our customers on the web self-service side. I think there's even more customers we can bring into the platform as well, some of our vendor partners. We do have some insurance products. It would be great to create some guided help scenarios. So we're continuing to look at how we extend the base of customers we're able to give this kind of support resource to. Really proud of the progress we've made and very excited to continue to build on these foundations. So thanks for letting me share our story with you.